Alright, so here we are, guys. We are about to kick off a massive week for Stadia as one of the biggest games of all time is about to drop for the platform in Cyberpunk 2077. I have full release times and dates plus information about the title, and guys, you're going to want to hear this because we have some incredible news. We also got a new UI that is starting to slowly roll out, and we have some positives and we have one glaring negative. Also, crowdplay is extended to even more games, and I have to say I'm a bit surprised here. And last piece of news here, we have a game that was recently rated. All that in this Stadia news video. So guys, if you can, hit that like button because it greatly helps the algorithm find more Stadias who will want to hear about all this Cyberpunk and Stadia news. Subscribe to the channel as almost more than half the viewers aren't subscribed. I'd love for you guys to join one of the fastest growing cloud gaming communities in all of YouTube. And guys, I do almost daily Stadia and cloud gaming content. Alright, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead, let's talk some Cyberpunk on Stadia. First things first, before I touch on these release times, if you guys haven't heard already, if you pre-order Cyberpunk 2077 on Stadia, you will qualify for a free Stadia Premier Edition that is valued at around $99. This includes a Stadia controller and Chromecast Ultra. You will receive an email letting you claim this bundle, but it'll only last while supplies are available. So keep that in mind that if you might pre-order, you might not just get a chance at this bundle as they will run out. With that, make sure you pre-order before the release date to qualify. Last thing on this portion of news, they have already started to charge cards, so make sure you have the funds in your account. I've seen reports of this everywhere, including myself, as I did get charged. Just stay tuned for that email to let you claim your free bundle, and I will of course report it right away via a video as well as Twitter. Make sure you guys are watching your inbox for that email. With that, let's touch on the extremely awesome news here of the release times, and guess what? We as Stadians will have first crack at Cyberpunk before everyone else, including the console players who will only see their access open up at local time for them. Meanwhile, we are getting a worldwide simultaneous release. Not only that, but apparently there is a day one patch, so even those who have already pre-downloaded are gonna have another 40 gigs to download when the game launches. Guess what though? We as Stadians will see absolutely none of this, which is amazing, including our release date being sooner than most. If you happen to be in North America like myself, we'll see a 5 p.m. launch time on December 9th. That's just for me personally, 4 p.m. West Coast, and then it's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern if you're on the East Coast. A lot of our European friends on this channel will see release dates at around midnight themselves, but won't be contending with any sort of giant downloading patch. Overall, very, very good news in my opinion. Make sure you guys watch this map here on the screen to see exactly when Cyberpunk releases nearby to you, and I'm very excited personally for this game. And watch the channel, guys, as you might see quite a few Cyberpunk video content here for Stadia and other stuff in the days and weeks ahead, guys. And make sure, like I said, guys, that you've already pre-ordered the game and you're good to go and you're watching that inbox for that Premier Edition bundle. Man, oh man, we got a lot of fun coming here in the days and weeks ahead. So a new UI has been getting rolled out on the Chrome browsers, and so far we haven't seen it anywhere else, but we have some good stuff here and one very glaring missing piece. As you can see, the UI definitely looks more slick. 3 boxes here are on the right side, with the first being about pro games, the second will take you to the latest community news blog, the third box showcases new releases on the Stadia store. As you start to go a little further, now a really cool thing here is more games will appear on the list versus what we have now, which is like these giant boxes, and really it makes it very hard to scroll and look for the game you're wanting. The big missing thing here though, like I've said before, and I think pretty much what we've all been requesting, one of the most requested items is a search bar. From all intent and purposes, the Stadia team seems to know this as far as I know, so I'm hoping this new UI will debut the release of a search bar, as my library personally has over 70 games, guys, and well, it's pretty hard to navigate all that without a freaking search bar. All I know is if this UI rolls out without a bar, we might all collectively lose our minds and we might just riot. But either way, I'm really glad to see the Stadia team continue to make improvements, and I'm guessing this won't be the last time we see this UI getting touched up in the years ahead. But either way, guys, please, for the love of God, give us a search bar. That's all I gotta say. So an interesting thing that I found when I went to go apply for crowd play, which guys, by the way, if you're a streamer or you're waiting for YouTube streaming, you might actually want to apply for crowd play, as there might be just a limited amount of users. But going through this page, I noticed one glaring thing here that showcases games that will feature or already are featuring crowd play here. But one that struck out here for sure is Borderlands 3. Then we have Samurai Showdown. Mortal Kombat 11 is also on there, and it's a known title. Super Bomberman R, Outcasters, and Dead by Daylight are also known titles. Now, just in case you don't know what crowd play happens to be, it's the ability to put yourself in a queue to join the streamer, a YouTube streamer, who is streaming one of these Stadia games live, and you jump straight into the game right alongside them. It's a very cool feature, one that I hope this channel gets at some point one day, and I think it's cool to see Borderlands 3 on here. I think that's very unique. This one is one that shocked me, and might be one that I might dive into myself here at some point with you guys. Links will be down below so you guys can apply for yourself. Hopefully YouTube streaming is also still coming sooner rather than later, as I know a lot of you guys have been requesting that feature yourself. Like always, stay tuned. I'll let you guys know. All right, the last piece of news we have here is Figment got rated for the ESRB for Stadia. This is an action-adventure game that invites you to explore a universe filled with music, humor, and a multi-layered narrative. I'm starting to notice a trend here on Stadia with them getting games that are more family-oriented, artistic, atmospheric, featuring music. We have kind, and then we have one-hand clapping, and guys, I think it's a good thing. We need different types of titles that we can feel safe letting ourselves relax with, or letting the family play, as I know I give access myself to little nephews, and these games are perfect for that, so we'll keep an eye out for this one. With all that though, let me know your thoughts down below on Cyberpunk 2077. Are you guys excited at all for the game? Do you think it carries too much hype? Have you pre-ordered, and will you be enjoying it on Stadia? What are your thoughts on the new UI, and what else would you guys like to see Stadia implement into a new user interface? Make sure you guys like the video if you can. Guys, if you aren't subscribed, definitely do so. Hit that notification bell. It would absolutely mean a lot if you did hit that bell as well. You guys are amazing, so I really do appreciate it. Like always, I'm Sunny, and I'll see you guys in the cloud.